this country has tripled. Often viewed as a girl's issue, the truth is almost 1 in 5 adolescent boys is considered overweight. Well, now some teens at a boarding school in California are finding hope and learning how to handle their struggles with weight. Starting at sunrise, teens are exercising, eating right, and learning life skills to be a weight controller.
Follow the program, you lose the weight. It's that simple. That's all it is.
Adolescents from across America are at the Academy of the Sierras School with one goal in mind.
From day one, I've always been overweight.
I had a problem with eating and expressing my emotions in a healthy way.
It's really hard going to bed thinking that you're being seen from other people's eyes, you're nobody.
Students arrive here weathered but optimistic.
There's such an unbelievable stigma attached to obesity. It's one of the last lines of acceptable prejudice. One of the aspirations for these students is to just fit into clothes, just be able to make a sports team, just be able to ask a girl out.
This place is, for many, their last hope before giving up on dreams to be normal.
There's this much hope left in them, and we can get to that hope, and we can help them.
18-year-old Melissa Riggs from Irvine, California, spent 7 months here.
With my friends, I just wanted to kind of act like everyone else, even though I didn't look like everyone else.
She's leaving the program with a 56-pound weight loss.
I do love myself more. I'm actually starting to appreciate all the hard work that I put in, and because I don't ever want to feel as miserable as I did when I was 267 pounds.
And what is largely perceived as a girl's issue is no longer.
That all looks great.
Boys now make up 30% of the students at AOS, up 1/3 from the year before.
Guys, you could be, 350 pounds, but if you're a star of the football team, everyone loves you.
16-year-old Jordan West owned the nickname Big Jordan back in hometown Anthem, Arizona.
It gives me an excuse to stay big. I would just watch TV every hour of my life, play games all the time.
But all that is about to change.
When I stepped on the scale today to see my weight, it was 322.4 pounds. If I was at home and I saw that, I would probably go downstairs and make a burger or something. Last time I'm going to see this number.
Boys have the same feelings that girls do about weight.
Like I'd go home at night and I would just, cry myself to sleep sometimes because I just did not like who I was. I did not like being that guy.
I'm just so thankful that now I can look back and be like, that's not me anymore. Like, this picture is not me.
Molly Carmel is a senior clinical director at Academy of the Sierras, or AOS. And Tanya Zuckerbrot is a dietitian. Good morning to both of you. Molly, you're watching the tape. You're saying you want to start crying because these are your kids. You've been where they are now, and you care deeply about them. What is it about this boarding school that you believe works where so many other programs failed? What do you do in a typical day with these kids?
Well, I think there's a few things that we do. First of all, we give them skills. And research shows that there are 3 things that can sort of help to make people what we call long-term weight controllers. And they're very simple skills, but once you master them, it sort of can help you for your long-term results.
What are the skills?
The skills, the first thing that we do is we all wear pedometers every day. And I brought you one, Meredith, because...
Thank you. I can use it.
I just like you. And so we measure our steps every single day. We take 10,000 steps minimum a day, which is about 5 miles, and the average American takes about 2,000 steps. The second thing we do is we write down our food every day in our logs, and we write down the food that we eat, the calories and the fat grams, and also some journaling on the other side.
So you really learn about what you're putting into your body in a very specific way.
Exactly.
And the third?
And the third thing that we do is we eat very, very low-fat food because we find, or not we, but science finds that sort of provides the easiest way to have the weight stay off the longest.
And are and they're teenagers really that you're dealing with. These kids then take these skills out into the world and you expect them to every day follow the same thing. Keep the pedometer on every day and keep the journal going.
Well, certainly the same way that when someone commits to running a marathon or becoming an Olympic athlete, that's the sort of the way that you need to commit to long-term weight control.
And how do you know when a child, because it's an open-ended program, is ready to leave?
Well, we have master's level clinicians on staff that we call behavioral coaches that coach the students through their program, and the child and the child's family and the behavioral coach all sort of decide when a child's ready. We also give them challenges like going home to see how the outside world is taking them to dinner, taking them to a supermarket. So it's certainly not an exact science, but we have it down pretty well.
And I know that the school is only about 3 years old, so it's hard to know, obviously, any long-range success rate here, but so far so good. It is $6,000 a month. It's not something that everybody can afford, although insurance does cover some of it. So help me out here, Tanya. There are probably so many parents watching right now who are dealing with this and struggling with it, or kids watching. What can they do if you can't afford this kind of a program?
Well, the good news is the parents can do a lot. That education begins in the home, that children are going to do what their parents do. So I say to parents, you're the ones who are providing the food. You're the ones who are going food shopping. You cannot go home and sit and eat pizza and hamburgers and then expect your kids to sit on the couch and eat carrot sticks. So it's a trickle-down theory. So education is really, really important. And not just educating the children, but educating the parents. So when parents and teens come to me, I don't just focus on the kids, but I focus on the parents and teaching them, what are some good habits that they can begin to incorporate, and this way the children will follow in step.
But you're also saying to the parents, don't become food police, that won't work. And I got to tell you that you can be the best parent in the world. Teenagers won't necessarily listen.
Right. Well, we're dealing with teens, we're not dealing with toddlers, and it's important to differentiate that because teenagers have a sense of autonomy, and they're going to do what they want to do. If you over-police, what's going to end up happening is either your child's going to end up resenting you, and then they can turn to food for comfort or in rebellion, or if you over-police in the sense that you only have healthy food, those are the kids that tend to go to their friends' houses and binge, or as soon as they leave the house, they're going to overeat. So you don't want to over-police your children.
There are so many issues here. It's very frustrating when you have time limitations because it is, as we said, it is a major, major issue in this country, not going away anytime soon. Thank you, Molly, for all your efforts.
Thank you.
Sounds like a wonderful school.
It is.
Thank you, too, as well, Tanya, the
Thank
both
you.
of you. Up next, country star Keith Urban on his recent stay